NBA 2K18 tutorial number 5. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to use certain passing controls to create distinct off-ball advantages in your gameplay. I'll also be showing you specific controller settings that you will need to be the best passer you can be, and I will be teaching you in detail my signature advanced passing techniques that's going to help you blow away your competition. So also make sure to review my all 2K19 tutorials playlist on my homepage if you are falling behind or if you're watching this later in the year and you want to catch up. So let me begin by showing you the highlight clips of just how I use icons and full receiver controls to blow away any kind of competition I face, be it on AI against Hall of Fame here or online against human beings. These passing techniques that I'll be teaching you are going to get you plenty of frees and pain points. As you can see, that's a clay free there. That's beautiful. I'll show you how later. It's all about really using the pick and roll as deception and the off-ball players to score very quickly and very instantly. Take this online and I will guarantee you will have a good time, and I'll be showing you online footage as I complete more tutorials over the course of the year. But yeah, take this online yourself. It's ready. So make sure though you have these controller settings, so that's really important. You gotta make sure your pass target profile is on custom, set your pass target direction to 89, your pass target distance to 1, and your pass target openness to 10. This will ensure that wherever you point to, that's where the ball is gonna go. And if there's two guys in that area, it's gonna go to the more open guy. These are the best passing settings I've been using, so use those. And also make sure skip pass is disabled. Icon lead passing is turned to on. Pro stick pass type is on flashy. Icon passing is on full receiver control. And make sure receiver control is also on full receiver control. So allow me to show you the benefits of these techniques. So this is a very normal 2K scenario here. In this case, let's say I want to pass to Darren Collison, but he's really out of the way. I want to give it to him, but you can tell he's running down the court, so I can't, get him to come towards me to give him the ball. Well, there's actually a way to do that. So if you want to watch tutorial number 2, that's the simple way. I'll show you the advanced way today, but you just gotta tap L1 and hold the player icon of the guy you want to come up and get the ball. In this case, it's Collison, so you just want to hold X. But this is the casual way. The advanced way is actually to use icon passing with full receiver control, and I'm going to break that down to you right now. So, same thing, but this time, tap R1 and hold the player icon, which is Collison. In this case, he doesn't come up for a pick. You will actually gain control of the player selected, and you just got to let go of the icon to receive the ball from the original handler. So in this case, it was Bogdanovic, and then Collison has the ball. You can watch me use the icon receiver control again to get Oladipo the ball this time. He's in the far corner on the left there, right? So that's not a very ideal spot. So I want to get him the ball, so I'm going to tap R1 and then hold on the circle. But you got to make sure you pass within 3 seconds, or the pass is coming regardless, so that's risky. So make sure you hold circle, and I suggest at the same time hold turbo. You can now see I'm passing it to Young with the icon screen control. It's just not as good. I want to get it to Collison this time. And pro tips, make sure when you're doing this, always hold turbo and the icon button. So in this case, it was Collison, so make sure you tap R1, hold X and turbo, so Collison run towards the ball faster, so you can actually get him the ball faster, let go of X to receive, and you're good to go. This is a very safe and efficient way to get your desired target, the ball on the space and the court you want. So all that is necessary because you want to avoid terrible cross-court passes like this. I mean, all of us have done this kind of pass, like this pass. We've all done this. And I got lucky there, it's on a turnover, but with the icon receiver control I just taught you, with the icon passing, you don't have to do this anymore. So don't do cross-court passes like that anymore, alright? Now let's look at how we score with this. So this is the first one, my icon receiver control flush technique. You can see me here, I have tapped the button, and I'm telling Cousins to come up for a pick, actually. But now I have tapped R1 again, and now I'm actually going to control Cousins and line him up with Curry, as I taught you in tutorial number 2. With this perfect lineup, all I got to do now is give Cousins the ball by letting go, and then hold down triangle to cut Curry in. That is my IRC flush. That's what I'm going to call it. The icon receiver control with the flush. So same thing here again. I'm using the screen. Now I tap R1. I'm controlling Turner. Now I flush in Oladipo. I went from using Turner as a screen to controlling him. You can see it this time. I call this my icon receiver control roll. I have tapped L1 and I'm holding on to L2 for the screen. The screen actually worked decently. Now I have tap R1 and I'm holding on the L2 to become turner, but I don't need to come up the flush because the row is clear. So this is just a manual row by me as turner to go in there and finish it up. I was controlling turn at the time because I was using the icon passing through receiver control. Now this is my favorite, my icon receiver control corner free. So I've told Cousins to come up. I'm controlling Cousins with the icon receiver control, but I'm running towards Clay, faking the screen to Curry. Catching the ball with Cousins, and now I'm gonna tap R1 again. And now I want to gain control of Clay by holding circle because I got Cousins in between Clay's defender and his man. I got Cousins in the way. Now I'm running away with Clay with turbo, run to the 3-point line, shoot this free ball. That's my icon receiver control free. This is one of my favorite, all-time favorite online moves. So fake the screen with Turner, run towards Bogdanovic, control Bogdanovic, run down, free ball. Now obviously you aren't always gonna hit this, but trust me, the math is on your side. So I'm telling Draymond to come up with the regular screen, user controlling him, icon controlling him to run towards K. Now I'm icon controlling Clay to run away from Draymond. I missed the shot, grab the rebound, I run the same thing again, watch. I'm telling Cousins to come up. Now I tap R1, hold L2 to become Cousins, run towards Curry. Now tap R1, hold X to become Curry, run back across. The math will favor you. See, now it goes down. 2 open shots in a look, it's bound to go down. And if you stay this long, I'm going to give you some bonus. So the IRC roll, as I'm doing with Turner here, can actually be also a very good method. As you can see, I'm just using it to seal the post. You can do that too. So you tell the Cousins to come out, L1 hold L2. Now tap R1 hold L2 and just dive Cousins into the paint. So it's kind of like a manual control slip. And also another bonus, the IRC corner flush instead of corner free. So tap the button. And then this time I'm getting Draymond to come up. I'm controlling Draymond here. Run towards Durant. Now, but this time I'm not controlling Durant. I'm just going to hold triangle instead of tapping R1 and square to control Durant. I'm just going to run Draymond towards Durant and hold triangle to flush him in. I do the same thing with Turner here. I'm user controlling Turner. I'm just going to hold triangle, flush it on people on the side. Very, very sneaky against a user. Remember, all of this is about masking the pick and roll, right? So you're going to spam a whole bunch of pick and rolls and then start doing it this way. Like, nobody's ready for that. The computer can't guard this. It's over. You see, that's a beautiful user control fake screen into it Oladipo flush. Now, but obviously though, from now on, because you know how to do this, don't force bad icon passes like the one you see here, because you can just use icon receiver control to control your target. So make him run out and get in the ball. No turnovers. But make sure when you are tapping R1 and then holding down the icon and turbo, as Oladipo as I am here, make sure you run smart routes. I ran a bad route here, so turnover, right? So you're still going to be careful. It's tough to execute all of this when starting out, but the grind of learning it is worth it because this will really open up your skill gap on something like Play Now and especially My Team. This is, I know there's a 250k tournament, so this is an elite My Team tactic because it will open up the floor. This is, and you can see me doing an elite level execution IRC flush here. So I'm tapping the icon buttons. Now I'm doing the user control with the RAM to get him the ball. I'm tapping the L1, holding L2 for Cousins to come up the screen, but now I'm tapping R1 and holding L2 to adjust the fixed screen into a lineup, into a flush. I'm gonna let go of L2, Durant's gonna pass to Cousins, hold triangle, flush in Durant, finish it up. That's elite execution, lots of buttons, but nail it, you're gonna gain a huge skill advantage. All of this is really, like I said, it's about faking a pick and roll into something else that's deadly and fast. You don't start out the game doing this. Don't do that. Against a user, you start off the game running pick and rolls. Then you go into this because when they think the screen is coming up, they're going to hedge it on it. They're not going to expect you to freaking control the screener, lining the guy up and flushing the guy in, or like controlling the screener, run to the corner and then have the corner, and then control the corner guy to come up for a free. There is a lot of weird user control on players that other humans are not used to defending. Computer has no chance against this because this is, like I said, a user tactic. This is very effective versus user as you master pick and roll. I'll show online footage in the future because this is the best way for me to teach it to you guys because it's a control AI environment, right? Like versus CPU, this is an OP tactic. Like kill them in domination on My Team if you want. This will do it. But obviously, however, never forget to read and react. Don't be stubborn, right? I'm teaching you certain moves, but you don't always have to do the same thing. You see, I just adjusted here. I went from a corner, RC control corner into a flush and into another flush, right? You just gotta read and react and see what you want to do in that situation. Here, I'm just going with Bell and I flushed in Livingston. You see what I mean? Like, I didn't teach you to specifically do this, but now that you know the controls, you know the concepts, I suggest you challenge yourself. Be creative with these controls. See what you can do within a 24-second setting because once you like get it down like I have, you can actually do a lot. See, I don't want to shoot it with clay. I'm gonna drive in there and I will lob it up. Right? That's good spacing, good basketball. I missed the lob. I don't care. I did good here. You gotta be creative. You can't be stubborn. Don't. But initially, when you are learning it, yes, do the basics move I taught you. The icon passing, full receiver control flush. The icon passing, full receiver control corner free. Do those. Do those at the beginning, just to get this down, right? Because those are obviously my signature passing techniques. But this is a passing tutorial. I'm showing you how to pass like a boss. Nobody passes like this in 2K except me. So now you can too. And let me know how you do with it, because you guys know I really care about that. I always want to see if my quirky, unique tactics can translate to, you know, you guys that I'm trying to help, that I'm teaching, that I'm coaching. So obviously I have the game now already. You can expect more tutorials coming this weekend. There's going to be a ton of stuff. I know there's that My Team 250k tournament, so a lot of these tutorials I do now will be having a, it'll be based on like a My Team kind of mindset by me, because playing now this year is kind of, the Warriors is so OP, everyone's going to be a Warriors, a classic team, and there's no tourney for it. I mean, there's no like a freaking $250,000 involved, so I'm going to teach tactics, same thing. You can use it for play now, but I'll have a slightly more My Team focus just for that sake, but everything applies to play now, as you can see here. I mean, I'm not really using My Team footage, but this applies to My Team also. So if you enjoyed this, I'm glad, and obviously I'll be hitting you with more and more advanced tutorials over the course of the week and the rest of probably another 6 months. As you guys know, I stay for 6 months. So as always, thanks for coming by. And for those of you who are very concerned about the previous tutorial about the blow-by move, I keep telling you guys, that's a blow-by move that only works on mismatches and if you have a speed and ball control advantage. Like, I have the game and I was doing that with Durant on Iguodala and I couldn't do it at all. But I was doing it with Durant on like Quinn Cook or like Nick Young and I was killing them. Like, it's a mismatch move. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't do that if the defender is better than you. But I mean, in the course of a game in 2K, you're going to find some mismatches. So why not use that move to take advantage of a mismatch? I mean, you earned it. You created a mismatch. You should blow by the mismatch. Those are my thoughts. And I hope you enjoyed this advanced passing tutorial. And as always, I'll see all of you next time.